We're going to go ahead and get started with the presentation. Seems like we're all set, you're all seated and everything, so that's great. Yeah, nothing needs to change. This is wonderful. Okay, we don't have a whole bunch of time, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm your lecturer for today. So our presentation today is entitled Regarding Transverberation. Transverberation is just primarily a Catholic term. It really just means divine ecstasy. And just so you know, today we're going to be talking a lot about St. Teresa of Avila and also Catholicism, but this is really just, in hopes of access and kind of more broadly talk about Western spiritual mysticism in general. Additionally, I just want to say, there's like so many ways to suffer in the world, but today we're just talking about one person's experience of kind of the overlap of suffering and the divine. Additionally, and finally, I just want to say that the information in this presentation isn't like that thorough, and it's really not even necessarily accurate. So let's just get started. So to start the talk, we have some key questions I want you all to bear in mind as we go through this. First of all, what is sacred? What is not sacred? Follow up. Do ecstatic hallucinations make you feel more lonely or less? Follow. Do you think that God is sexy? What is the connection between the divine and agony? Between the divine and psychosis? Between the psychosis and autoeroticism? Or between God wearing a strap-on and you being in a trance? By which I mean transcendence and agony. Most of all, just because something is hallucination does that necessarily mean it's not holy. I mean, it's not real. Can it be both hallucination and holy, aka self-induced, eroto-psychotic apotheosis? Apotheosis here today, meaning elevation of the subject to the level of the divine.
My eyes are rimmed in diamonds. Like there's a red veil over me, everything red. There's a large eye in the wood, the table next to me, looking at me in this bloodshot, sky-high, hallucinating. In the mirror there is nothing there. I have no face, I have no body. You are snakes wrapped around my arm. I forget how to speak. I am you. Oh, I have ripped the divine self out of you also. When I'm laying asleep tonight, I can't remember what either of us looks like. My God, I shred the skin off of my palms like paper.
All right. So up next, I just need five volunteers who are comfortable reading some passages from St. Teresa's writings about her ecstasies. Please raise your hand if you're comfortable reading out loud. Thank you. Maybe people closer to the front might be better because of the light, but so that's. And just I'm gonna call on you when it's your turn to read. All right, I need two more. Yes, thank you. One more. Okay. Do you feel like you can read it back there? Tell me if you're like, no, I cannot. Does that feel comfortable for you? Yeah. All right. Okay. Great. Yeah. And just one other thing, when you're reading, just keep on going. Unless it's like an emergency, please stop. Just keep reading. Can I have number one, please?
This morning, a pale pink, almost celestial light shone down on the iced mountains from behind the cloud. O seraphim, I beg of you, my hands quiver, my fingers tremble violently.
At the height of her illness as a young adult, St. Teresa spent 4 days dead. She shrank to a bag of bones. Her tongue was bitten to pieces. She could only crawl on her hands and knees, and she developed an open wound in her throat from which she spat blood. Pretty much the rest of her life would be spent in agony. It was around this time as well that she began to engage in extensive practices of self-mutilation and torture, all of which she associated with her detailed, powerful, and sexy visions of God, which began after the onset of her illness and would continue throughout the remainder of her life. This pleasure and this pain is holy, she said, which brings us to an important question. What can possibly be left of you after conceiving the divine in this way?
Tissue rushing full of throbbing blood. Am I dying? Sweet angel sitting inside my body and plucking a tendon. Am I an instrument strung with vibrating rhythms? Have I tuned to a volatile frequency which I have never known before? Fuck me, I'm scared. I feel sick. The sky is scary. The dripping moon is so far away and it's suddenly cold. Please don't be cold. I am also far away. Is there nothing close enough?
Yes, awesome work. We think of the words of Roland Barthes. I hallucinate what I desire. Number 3, please.
I can't sleep. I'm thinking about it every night. Eating me alive. I wake up crazy. I look in the mirror. I touch my face in the mirror. I have no face. My head throbs. I see my face and cannot look upon it. I light a fire in my room. Blue smoke pours out. I draw the curtains. Things were veiled in shadowy blue, and I would burn it until the room was all hazy, until I got lightheaded and saw stars. I hallucinated something, like a snake in a desert, dripping milk from its mouth. I obsessed with watching how when I blew out the flame, smoke rushes out like water.
Yes, awesome work. All right, everybody, we're going to have a little pause. We have a pop quiz. It's really low stakes. All right. Me too. All right, can you just take one and pass it down? I don't know what's the most efficient way to make this happen, but we only have a very, very short amount of time to take this pop quiz. I also have some pens. There's only 20. I don't know how many people are here, so please also take one and pass it down. There's a little stack of pens for you to take some and pass it down. Here's 4 pens for you. Okay, yes. Awesome. Thank you. All right, I have more pop quizzes. Yes, one for you. Awesome. Does anybody else need a quiz? Yes. Great, great, great. Anybody else need a quiz? Okay, yes.
I need a quiz
I have
and
a
a
couple more.
pen.
Yes. I have a whole stack back here if anybody else wants that. Yeah. One for you. I have 2 more if any of you all want any. Okay, great. All right. Sorry, that was it. Are there more pop quizzes? Okay. All right. We have about 2 minutes to take this quiz. It's really low stakes for me at least. Don't forget to put a star on the top if you are comfortable. If you are not comfortable, put a star on top if you're not comfortable with your answers being read out loud. Otherwise, I'd like to read them out loud. Yes. How is everything doing? Do you need more time? All right. One more time. If you're done, let me know, and I will come and get it. Raise your hand if you're done. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. We have 30 more seconds. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. Thank you. You're always doing great. You're doing great. All right, 15 seconds. All right, yes, yes. Yes, thank you. All right, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome. You guys can hand it back, please. You can like pass them forward. Raise your hand. I'm gonna come and collect them. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get them. Okay. Yeah, you can the pen. It's all right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay. You can keep that if you want for later. All right. Does anybody else have it? Okay. I am so bad at classroom management. Stop talking. Okay. All right. Awesome. Great work, everybody. We are done with the pop quiz. Now I'm going to read some of the answers out loud. What is the most mystical, intriguing, delightful color? Purple. Yes. What is the most mystical, intriguing, verbal? Also purple. Alternatively, what is the hottest fire to be burned by and why? Hellfire. Sure. Yes. Here we go. What is the best word to smoke and why? Campfire. Yes. How many days have you spent dead so far and why? 1,000. Do you find any particular god sexy? If yes, so Kali. Yes. Fill in the blanks, failure of fog and darkness of fog. Yes. What is the best word? Okay, what is the hottest fire to burn by and why? Heart. Question mark. Yes. Okay, you know what? Here's another person who said the most mystical, intriguing, delightful color is purple. Yes. How about this? Aha, the hottest fire to burn by is less. Absolutely. Okay, how many days have you spent dead? More than 300. What about this? Okay, how many days have you spent dead? 1 when my voice was altered. Here's another person who said that Kali is the sexy god. Okay. I'm going to try to see through this. Best words, all of them. The dark earth, overdose, Krishna, it's between genders. Yes, real fire, but also wanting something so badly. Nope. Black. Black. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? That was awesome. Everybody passes the fly colors. Let's get right back into it. Where we left off. I would like number 4 to please read now.
Yesterday, I walked along Angel Street and looked up at the top of the church there, and the sky beyond it was insane blue, completely nuts, as if I'd never seen blue before. It was unbearable how blue it was, how trembling. Its eyes were rolling back, losing its mind. Seeing itself that way is more than it can bear. I'm scared. I can't look at the sky anymore. Such blue. How it feels on my skin. The desire is too great. A blue beyond eyesight. A euphoric blue. A terrible blue. A blue subsumed.
Yes. St. Teresa thought a lot about this question. If the color blue can lose its mind, where does its mind go? Where does its self go? And above all, can I go there too?
How you exhale the smoke out your mouth and look into the eyes. I watched you over and over again. I drew the veil across my face. I disappeared into the swirling haze.
St. Teresa also speaks of smoke in a similar way. She describes it as a dissipation. It rushes like water. It is a transformation of the volatile energy of fire into a swirling, quiet emptiness. Number 5, please.
Oh my God, how I wanted to put my hands on it. Shapes indescribable, smoke pours from your mouth, taking shapes of things I cannot say. Motions and structures of pure twisting or writhing. I reached for it. I wished to feel it through my fingers, but the smoke slipped through. Will I ever come back?
Yes. Why upon each of these cases, upon the revelation of this sort of dissolve into nothingness or into the void, does St. Teresa experience such a sensation of desire? and the divine becomes more and more strangely porous.
Love pouring out, red pearls, circling my eyes. Violet sparks move under my vision, monometry and wet, variegating
And that everybody is in agony. If it's not now, it will be sometime.
Just as I leave my bottle, my whole mouth is my whole palm. My mouth is watering now, taking into your blood. Like blind in a trance, my thoughts, my desire to breathe is torture.
And when all that remains of you is the body in agony, in that moment, the divine appears unbearably near, and an overpowering desire emerges to be swallowed within it. Like Bart says, to be engulfed, dissolved, quenched perhaps the gentleness of the abyss. In other words, in the midst of the unbearable being of the body, there arises the uncontrollable desire for the abyss. That purest divinity, so soft, in this body, to be free of this mind. Maybe you never want it again, but you can't help yourself and you want it anyway. Or maybe you sort of like, look blind because you spend the days and nights ripping at your eyeballs because of what you've seen, the beauty or the terror, and you can't bear to see anything else ever